I had a pretty crazy childhood. Just, unconventional. Free-range childhood. Just did whatever I want, whenever I wanted.
Really?
Yeah, there wasn't much structure. My mom trying to raise 3 kids, and she just kind of did the best she could. There was no phones. There was nothing. You just disappeared, and you were told to get back before the sun went down. This is how far I can go before I think I might die. People who had money had longer docks. Sneak onto his property, run out to the end of the dock, and jump into the river.
Oh my God.
And we would actually swim with manatees. It's not a weird thing to be in the water with a huge,
that sounds like
wild
a beautiful
manatee
experience.
at 10 years old. We'd have to get back on the dock and run past him.
Right.
And hopefully he didn't try to grab us. Get off my dock, you crazy kids. I got glasses when I was probably in about 3rd or 4th grade. I never understood why I was so bad at surfing. My surfing got way better because I could see the waves coming. Black and white is more timeless. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what that exactly means. I'm sure people have written books on that, but I don't have an answer for that. But there's something about it that transcends the moment or the now. Ectochrome and Kodachrome.
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah. That'll be a gray. That'll be a light gray. That'll be a nice dark gray. That'll be a dark black gray. There were days where I literally went straight from the shoot straight to the dark room. I got to see this before I go to bed.
Yeah.
And then when you get into the dark room, you literally are in this black box in the dark.
Yeah.
And you just put on your music, and time doesn't exist. Suddenly you are in there for 3 hours and you don't even know it. There was a real peacefulness to it in there. Sit up.
Right.
Daisy, look out. Come on. Hold on. Go get in your bed. I just named it Film Days because those are all images on my website that I actually was still shooting film at the time. Like photographing all of his work from 60 years of painting. We have close to 1,200 paintings. Yeah, they're almost 12 feet by 12 feet. I've done 970. It was all shot in camera. It actually was. The girl was actually standing in a clear box with the painting behind them. And I think it was about 100 degrees that day in the studio. So we were all like passing out from heat exhaustion.
Crap.
My job is to make the image, and so I don't really care what's going on behind me. Especially for editorials, the only people you really need to deal with is the model, the stylist, and the hair and makeup people. The reason I call it Crossbones is they were all shot at a skateboard event.
Oh.
And so Crossbones is an old skateboard term. Certain photographers, you say, oh, that's very Avedon, or that's very, I don't know. I can't remember.
They do it to painters also. Mm-hmm.
And they selected a horse that was going to be workable. Easy going and not freak out and step on the girl.
Yeah. What would you say to young budding photographers? What's your advice?
That's my advice. In the old days, you had to have money, you had to have time, you had to have the materials. It was a whole different process. And I'm on social media.
Yeah.
And I'm, like most people, a little bit seduced by it, but at the same time I'm kind of fighting it. And I saw their work on Instagram. In a way I was jealous. I was like, wow, that's really good.
Right.
And I became friends with these people, and I was like, you're really good. But seeing that there's like 1 billion photographs taken every day on the planet,
that is unbelievable.
It's like, how do you really know?
How do you know what's special anymore?
Right. That's what we did. We drove around and we looked for spots to photograph, and we talked and got to know each other as human beings. She has a white cloth wrapped around her chest.
Right.
And she's clutching it with her hands.
Someone just got married
and threw it out the window and was laying on the side. It was like, stuck on some twigs. So I have to find just the exact right little pocket of light to put them in to get the right look.
Yeah.
And depending on the day, some days it's easy to find that little special spot, and some days it's a nightmare. You can't find it. It's just doesn't exist. I like how you wear one on top of your head and one here. They're two separate.
It's pathetic. That's beautiful.
Got the mic and the sign in.